Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the technical trader at TheTechTrader.com. It's Tuesday, the 29th of October. These are the charts of the day. Well, it wasn't quite a turnaround Tuesday, but the markets did pull back. And however, a lot of stocks we follow, and you're going to see a bunch of them popping and breaking out and running. So here's a look at Amkor, which over the last few years built a nice long base. You can see that this pattern right there shows triple top. Well, it exploded right through everything today. Double resistance here and there, and through the top of the channel. It might very well be running. This kind of a breakout on this kind of volume usually indicates a thrust to begin a new trend, or at least a new intermediate move. So it could take this at least to 17, 18, 19, maybe more. Right now, 1492 up 384 today. A massive move on 7.9 million. That's a breakaway move. I think it's going to go higher. AUDC, we've been talking about for 2 years. It's only gone from 280 to 20. What was the high? Recently 22. So it's a stock that's gone sevenfold or maybe more. And it's in a beautiful rising channel. You can see today's pop on a really good earnings report broke the recent consolidation it was in with the volume of the best volume we've seen since end of July when it broke out. That one resulted in an extension move. I think we get one here to at least test a high. Looks short term at 2250, secondary target 25. BIMI exploded early October here and had a massive move with a three-wave corrective wedge, which held the 22 and bounced today. Now, it's not an engulfing bar, and the volume did increase. It was up 12%. It may be the beginning of a move. We're going to keep close tabs on this one. If it does make a move, I'm looking for 6 3/4, 8.5, and 9.5, 10. CLDX broke out across what I consider a 2-month consolidation zone in a rising channel. It might now be on its way towards 52.3. This should be a swing. I neglected to put this out today. We'll see if I can get any good entry tomorrow. CNX. Beautiful base pattern after a long downtrend. This junior oil stock popped to a near resistance, which is about 918. Today's high was only 895. But watch this one going forward. You get through this zone. I'm looking for 11 and 13.5. CRSP, the old swing from back in here, which met our target and then pulled back, creating a new rising channel. Now looks like an explosive 2-day move, which is taking it back up to test the 50, 50.5 resistance. We get through that. 54 and 57.5 for your next targets. DCPH, another biotech stock that I love when I love to see them pop and then consolidate for a few weeks or months. This broke out yesterday, had an inside day today, so watch it. Because through 42.40, I think we're looking at a much more substantially higher stock. Current all-time high is 45. I would look for a test of that. We get through it, 50. IOVA Therapeutics, a very strong biotech stock and a beautiful 45-degree angle rising channel. Broke out of its falling wedge a week ago, consolidated or flagged, and now it's moving again. I suspect we test and take out 49 3/4 and then move into the mid-50s and even low to mid-60s. FIT continues its move after the Google takeover rumors, and I think it's for real. With the way the stock acted today, I think the stock is headed towards a test of at least 697 range, and then we'll see where it goes from there. Secondary target would be 8 and 9 3/4. HLIT popped out big time with a major breakaway gap and solid volume of nearly 4 million shares. We can get this up to 8. I'm looking for about 9.25 and then 10. IOVA finally convinced investors after this move up was abated by forming a flag and popping out of it that if this gets through, and in my opinion is above 2190, we're going to see a stock that's going to start moving 23.25, 26, 6.5, and more. NEO, well, it was in a beautiful uptrend for a long time. Came down in a little mini 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-way move, bounced, and then broke out. This breakout, especially today, across the double top and across the 50-day moving average, was absolutely stellar. I'm now looking for this stock to make a move back towards 25.6, even 28.5. Junior oil is coming to the forefront. Look at the inverse head and shoulder type pattern on National Oil Well Varco. It looks to me like if we break through here, we got a nice measured move to resistance that takes us up to about 33. That's my next target. Watch for resistance at 29 as well. So 29 and 33, my target's going forward on this one. Proficient, what a chart. From December's low, around 21, it's gone up to double towards 41 today. You can see the breakout of the coil on big volume. Looking for an extension of 45.6. SES exploded 3 weeks ago and then came down in a slow falling pullback falling wedge, and then today popped. Now, if there's a follow-through, we should see a 9, 10, 11 range. We might see even mid-teens. Stay tuned. It's very volatile. TGTX also broke out yesterday, followed through today. I like the look of this one. There's going to be some resistance up here, around 7 3/4, 8. That's my next target, and then I'll look at 9.5. Texas Roadhouse with a massive breakaway gap took out an entire year-long down channel and tested resistance from the spike high in July, which was 60.45. Today's high 61.24, closing 60.34. It's right on resistance. The next move 67.8. Varonis exploded, got all the way up to 74, closed 71.47, up 8.75. Still a huge 14-point day, looking very good. Secondary target up around 79.80. And finally, old friend Xerox, V bottom, pop, pull back to a 50% fib retracement, and then a right-handed extended V. There's your breakaway gap today, and a big one. For me, the key resistance is just overhead, but I put a swing on it because it feels to me like this is about to go ballistic, and if it gets through the triple top, a measured move on this one could get you into mid-40s, maybe 50. Stay tuned, it's going to be interesting. I'll keep you posted. For now, it's HP saying good night. Have a good one.